that's happened for Music for Recovery is that several times now, clients that we met when they were in treatment, after that mandatory 2 years no contact thing, have gotten back in touch with us, and several of them have come to work for us. Today, I'm going to introduce you to one of them, the amazing Ella. Now, we knew Ella was special when we first met her, when she was 15, just getting clean. So we actually have a little bit of video and audio from that time. Now Ella is almost 20, and she's going to college to become a music therapist because of her experience with Music for Recovery. It's my pleasure to introduce you to the amazing Ella.
I was a very angry person, and when I was using, I didn't know how to manage it other than like using drugs or like popping off on someone or like yelling and like fighting. And when I started playing the drums every day, I found I was getting less and less angry, and when I did get angry, like I had something to do, like I could manage it.
Hi, my name is Ella. I'm a person in long-term recovery, and Music for Recovery was a huge part of that for me. In fact, now I actually work for Music for Recovery, and I'm going to school to become a music therapist to help other people like me. When I started learning an instrument with Music for Recovery, I was actually coming back from an overdose, and I had some like light brain damage, and like my memory was totally not where it is today, and it's like my cognitive functioning was just not great. And actually through like learning an instrument, I started off with drumming with Kathy. I improved that. I built it back, like through learning the different rhythms and everything. Like I built it back, and like I'm functioning at a level higher than I ever thought was possible after coming into rehab. And also taught me like super valuable skills. Like before I started learning an instrument, I had really never stuck with anything before. Like if I wasn't immediately good at something, like I abandoned it. And learning to play an instrument, it taught me how to work. I allowed myself to suck at something at first, you know, and I allowed myself to like not be the best, and then slowly work my way up. And taught me how to be okay at like showing other people that I'm not perfect. And it taught me to set like appropriate expectations for myself, you know. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like for my entire life, like pretty much up until I learned an instrument, I needed to be the best at everything. And learning an instrument was super frustrating because it completely rewired my brain and how I thought about how I performed, and in every area of my life, really. So that was super important. And then another thing, I actually started playing guitar because of Music for Recovery, and that's my primary instrument now. I'm actually going to school. I'm minoring in classical guitar performance, so I've gone far with it. Writing songs on guitar and singing with myself was the first way I'd ever learned like how to express myself and be vulnerable about things that had happened to me in the past. And really like the first time I'd been able to like truly process something, and it was more comfortable than like just talking it. Like playing it, it made it possible for me. And it also it taught me how to move slowly and learn how to do something new, and it taught me to be patient with myself. And it also gave me like this sense of pride in something that I created that I had never experienced before. So yeah, learning an instrument was super important for me. So one of the coolest things Music for Recovery does is throwing the concerts and the talent shows, which may seem like it's not as important as it is, but I found it invaluable for my recovery. I learned a lot of skills that have helped me in other areas of my life. Like I am a musician now, true, but learning to take the risk and like get up on stage and like be okay being vulnerable, and learning to work with other people, especially in choirs, like learning how to accept constructive criticism about how I'm singing and what I'm doing, and then fixing it, and being okay being challenged and working on it. Like those were all things that I learned through doing talent shows and choirs and like working in ensembles like that. I remember like in Music for Recovery, like there were a couple other clients and me, and we would write songs together, and that also was an invaluable experience, like learning to write songs and work with another person and like accept like the criticism, like, hey, I don't really like that lyric, let's change it this way, and be okay with that and still feel confident in myself. And then later performing the song that we'd written was one of the most powerful experiences of my early recovery. Like, I remember when we went to a recovery open mic and we performed that, and it was probably one of, like, it was a turning point for me. Like, I was definitely after that more comfortable, like, sharing parts of myself, and I was less insecure, and I, like, slowly learned, like, how to express myself in constructive ways other than using or hurting myself. So.